Parenting is hard. Separated parenting? Now that's superhero status. Enter Talking Parents, your secret weapon. Talking Parents keeps communication between co-parents organized and accountable, so you can spend less time wondering who said what, and more time being a parent. So go ahead, be everything you can for them. Being there makes all the difference. Secure, accountable communication. Talking Parents. Download the app and sign up today.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to the Co-Parenting Success Summit, Happy Kids in Two Homes. It's about strategies to create healthy family relationships, a sense of stability for everyone in the family, and to raise happy kids before, during, and after divorce. I'm your host, Mark Pearson, certified divorce coach, mentor, and speaker. I work with dads or moms with young kids, so up to 18 years old. And I help them get through the rough spots in their divorce and save money along the way. I help people at any stage of their divorce. So perhaps someone that's considering divorce or at the very beginning, say early stages. And then also for the people that have gone through it, say their agreement is already in place. I work with them as well. So today's session topic is the power of language to shape our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. And with us today is Joy Giblin. Hi, Joy.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you.
Fantastic. Everyone, check this out. Joy is a master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming, known as NLP. Joy is passionate about helping individuals achieve breakthroughs in their personal relationships and finances. Joy has honed her skills in coaching and mentoring clients to overcome limiting beliefs and behaviors that hold them back from achieving their goals. Joy has a unique talent for combining her expertise in NLP with her knowledge of real estate to help her clients build wealth and financial independence through smart real estate investments. As a licensed real estate agent, Joy is able to offer her clients valuable insights into the real estate market, including market trends, investment opportunities, and negotiation strategies. Joy's approach to coaching and mentoring is based on a deep understanding of the mind-body connection and the power of language to shape our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. She helps her clients identify and challenge negative beliefs and patterns of thinking that are holding them back from success and provides them with the tools and strategies they need to create positive changes in their lives. So Joy, welcome again.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So please share with everyone today just your brief background and story about how you got to where you are today.
It's been a long journey, right? So maybe starting at the beginning, at 18, my parents went through a pretty nasty divorce. I have not been a victim of divorce myself. I've been married for 19 years, but going through that with my mom after 24 years of marriage, my brother was kind of on his own and doing his own thing. He was 3 years older than me, and I was still at home when my dad decided to leave. And my mom had been with him for 24 years. She was with him for 18, since she was 18. And she was devastated. She thought that that was her life, and she didn't know where to start. She was financially broken, emotionally broken. And I felt like it was my responsibility to help pick up the pieces. And at 18, the young age of 18, I didn't know what to do, right? And really helping her, guiding her. I really know now that I didn't even have the resources or, ability to take her on that journey, nor did I have it for myself. And I did what I could do. I limped along and we made it through. But knowing what I know now through NLP and our subconscious mind, right? NLP really focuses on what our learned behaviors, because everything that we do is at the subconscious level. And so learning those things and learning how we are shaped and what we do on a day-to-day basis and how we can learn a different way and focus on different positive behaviors that allow us to move through those things in a different way and taking accountability for our own actions, which really empowers us to be strong and not a victim, really has brought me to here where I am sitting today with you, and has allowed me to just take a different approach to life, and has allowed me to help my clients see life in a different view, right? Because that victim approach is not empowering. And it really doesn't give us the power to move forward in a different way and look to the future in a way that allows us to say, wow, I have this bright future ahead of me. And what can I do differently moving forward to have a better future?
Mm, right. Wow. And so let's do a deep dive into the NLP, the neuro
Mhm.
linguistic programming. What are some examples of it? How do you define it? How do others define it? What is it all about?
Neuro linguistic programming is in everything that we do almost every day, right?
Really?
Yes. So just in the way that we breathe, right? It's a neurological uh, reaction to what we're supposed to do, but we don't even think about what we're doing. So that's a really
Okay.
simple thought process around neuro linguistic thinking. However, when we're raised, right, another simple thought is our parents teach us very simple things throughout our life, right? Whether it be
Sure.
rich people aren't nice, or we can't be wealthy because we weren't wealthy, or you're going to end up divorced because I ended up divorced, or
Mm.
there's so many different things that are ingrained in us at a very young age, right? So imprint years are 0 to 7. So we learn
Mhm.
most of our behaviors from 0 to 7 years old. And so our subconscious mind starts making these habits because of the imprint that we have in our brain. And so as we get older, we create these habits from our subconscious thinking that we're not even aware of that we're doing. And then other things that create those patterns are traumas or negative life events, right? So maybe mom and dad went through a divorce, or maybe dad spent all the money, or maybe mom went out and had an affair, or maybe mom was abusive, or mentally abusive to us. Maybe we just had a really negative encounter with someone that wasn't even associated with the family, but that created an imprint in our brain that now makes us associate trust with other humans, right? So there's all these different things that can lay into our negative, not our negative, but our subconscious brain, and how we react to other individuals in our life, which then create patterns in how we deal with relationship. And so if we don't manage the negative things in our subconscious thinking, then it can layer into every relationship that we have. So for
Mm.
example, if I have a issue with trust because my dad lied to my mom every day, and I saw it, right? And I see that imprint, then I don't trust any man that comes into my life. And so that carries forward into my marriage, and I don't trust my husband. And now my husband thinks, well, she doesn't trust me anyway, so I'm just going to do what I want. It creates
Interesting.
this issue of I don't trust, and I don't trust anyone, which becomes a limiting belief, which then carries forward into relationship. And then if I personally don't take accountability for that, it's going to impact that relationship, or all of my relationships for that matter, going forward in my life until I deal with that negative belief. So it's being able to NLP deals with that subconscious issue at a deep level quickly and long lasting. So I can work with people to deal with those negative beliefs and emotions very quickly, because the subconscious mind is quick, and it's very long lasting when you deal with it. So very, very creative tool, right? That we have. It's an amazing tool that we have to be able to make long lasting changes at a quick pace. So that's the long and
And
the short.
so is it a way to kind of overwrite the negative
Mhm.
with positive, and replacing it with something? And there could be options with what you're replacing it with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I don't trust can become I trust. And it
Yeah.
usually starts with self, right? Because if you don't trust everybody else, you probably don't trust yourself. So it becomes replacing that with I trust. And it's as simple as that, right? It sounds overly simple, and you have to let go, right? You have to be able to tap into that subconscious mind to be able to let go of that. And there's techniques to do that, which is what I do through the breakthrough coaching.
Got it. Okay. And so what would be like, I hear about breakthrough, and that in my mind, I start to think about like that could be a relatively short period of time versus something that's been built up. The lack of trust, was ingrained early and probably was layered on for years and years. And so what does a breakthrough look like as far as time goes?
So breakthrough coaching, it's a process of about 4 to 6 weeks, but the actual breakthrough itself takes about 2 days. So,
Is that
it's
all?
very, yeah, it's very
Hmm.
quick, again, quick and long lasting. The time beforehand is getting to know each other, getting underneath what has happened, where your pain points are, where the issues lie, and then it's getting through all of the 5 negative emotions: anger, hurt, sadness, guilt, and fear. So making sure we get through those 5 major negative emotions, because that's what drives most of our behaviors, and then getting through the limiting beliefs that you may have that might be underlying or overarching those issues.
Interesting. And so then how do you combine NLP with real estate?
So they're two separate, but a lot of people are held up with making decisions in real estate because of their negative beliefs and
Mm,
emotions, right? So a lot
sure.
of people have fear around, making a decision with real estate because, oh, I might lose all my money, right? Or I've been saving for so long and now interest rates are so high, right? That's where the situation we're in right now. I'm afraid of what's going to happen next. Or are the housing prices that just went sky high, are they going to fall
Mm,
down, and what's going to happen? So their fear, and a lot of our decisions are fear based, and so that's how it kind of wraps in together. But they are fully separate. I don't need to do a breakthrough with you to be able to do real estate with you. But a lot of times I find that my clients are fearful, and that comes to the underlying beliefs of, oh no, what's going to happen if I make a decision? So
right, right. So I've heard a saying out there, you can be right or you can get what you want. And so how do you help your clients focus their communication around the outcomes that they want to achieve?
yeah, that's an important one, right? Because you can either, can you repeat it? Sorry.
Yeah, so you can be right or you can get what you want. How do
Yeah.
you help clients focus their communication around the outcomes that they want to achieve?
Yeah, right. I think that all stems back to fear, right?
Mm,
If they're not making the decisions that they want to get them where they want to be, it's fear
mm,
based. And I think a lot of people in life, I know a lot of people in life do things that hold them in the place that they are today because of fear.
mm.
And we're so fearful of the unknown, and it holds us in our comfort zone. And we always say it with the comfort zone, it's the uncomfortable comfort zone, right? Because we know what we know in the comfort zone. And if we step
Yes.
outside it,
Yeah.
then we're very fearful of what could be outside of it. But my goodness, outside of it is a world that we can paint of our own, right?
I
It's
love
like we
that.
get this
Yeah.
blank canvas that we get to paint and make whatever we want of that world. But you can't do that if you stay inside the comfort zone in that world that you already know, right?
Yeah.
Because you're just staying in that world of, yes, this is what I have, and this is what I already know, but I want this over here, and how can I get it?
Hmm.
Right? And there's small decisions that you have to make along the way to get there. But if you don't take that first step outside that comfort zone that you're in, you're never going to get to that other side. And that's the beauty of our choice, right? We have those choices in our world today. There's so many choices, almost too many, which also creates that fear, right? I
Right.
keep going back to that word fear because it really is what drives a lot of our decision making process. And if we can't step outside that fear or that comfort zone, as I like to say, then we're never going to get to where we want to be.
Yeah. Yeah. It's operating in that place of what if I lose this? The scarcity mindset, and um, also the idea of stability going away for people that are in the midst of divorce, or even after, as they're rebuilding their lives. What is stability like? And so, yeah, they've got that fear of of just not having certainty around them and clarity. And so, yeah, the ability to reach out for support and find also resilience within people is a way that they're able to overcome that fear and to really reinvent new lives for themselves and new pathways and new adventures. And like you said, yeah, to paint in a brand new way.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to the certainty, right? You said something about certainty is 1% uncertainty equals 100% doubt. And in a lot of people's mind, they can't get over that hump of feeling certain, especially in times of uncertainty when they're going through a divorce or something to that nature, right?
Yeah.
And when you're going through a divorce, especially any divorce, right? But when you've been in a relationship for a long period of time and that's been your comfort, right? You know, you've had a partner, you've had someone that you've relied upon to come home and bounce ideas off of, and now you're relying on yourself. And there's some empowerment there and some strength there, and that you have to find within yourself to feel certain again that I'm making the right decision for myself. I'm doing this for myself. But you have to find that certainty in yourself and that strength within yourself that I can do this. I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm great, I'm amazing, and I can do this. And part of the divorce, right, is being able to find yourself again. And that's really hard for some people. And that's really challenging when you feel kind of all alone again, right? It's like you're kind of trying to find your footing and find your ground. And when you find it, it's so empowering. And, you know, being able to say, yeah, I did this on my own and I was able to do this by myself. And yeah, you know, especially for women, I really feel like women have a really hard time because maybe they've been the homemaker or, you know, someone that hasn't had to work and now they're having to find work again and do all these things. Then that can be very frightening, a very frightening place to be. So, yeah, it's empowering when you really find that place. So getting that certainty is an amazing place. And that's where those limiting beliefs come in too, right? Is, you know, when we talk about breakthrough coaching and talking about how we can get someone to that place of certainty, it's really getting down to the root and where that stemmed from of maybe, you know, a lot of people feel like, am I enough? Can I do this? Or I can't. You know, that comes up a lot for people. I can't. You know, you hear a lot of people say, I just can't. Or I don't know comes up a lot for people. I just don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know where I want to go. I don't know what I want to do. That's a limiting belief. And so if you get to the bottom of that and really, you know, root that for them in their subconscious mind, it really gives them a path forward. So.
And so you touched on it a little bit earlier as far as I think you said 12 weeks is normally how you work with people. What does the coaching practice look like? Is it in person? Is it all on Zoom and are there group aspects?
The 2 days are in person. The full 2 days are in person. The other weeks leading up to, so it's about 4 to 6 weeks leading up to the training, or not the training, the breakthrough session. And that's to really determine what the roots are, you know, what's really coming up for them. And then also giving them some assignments, right? So if there's some, let's say they really are struggling with trust issues, okay, getting to the root of that and giving them some assignments on where did that trust issue stem from? You know, maybe they don't even know, and maybe they need to do some digging. So giving them some assignments on that. And maybe they're stuck in a comfort zone, and what is, like, maybe helping them dream a little, like, if you could, what does that look like? And giving them some writing assignments on dreaming, like really dreaming that big dream. What does that look like for them? Giving them that courage to go use that paintbrush and dream that life,
I love it.
Right?
Use the paintbrush.
And then coming back and discussing that so that I can see for them what that looks like for them, whatever we're working towards. And then coming up with a plan. And we'd have 4 to 6 sessions beforehand, and then over virtual, making sure that they do their homework. If they don't do their homework, then we've got to come up with a different plan of action there. And then and then coming back and meeting together face to face. And then we do 4 follow-up calls after
I
the
see.
session.
And so it sounds as though it's always one-on-one. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. And then so for the couple days when it's in person, who travels to who? Where is it located?
It depends on what we agree upon, but we
Got it.
always do it off their location. So whether we have them go to an Airbnb or I have an Airbnb at my house. So if they want to stay in the Airbnb here, depending on where they're located, we can do that. But we don't want them in their current environment for different reasons, right? Things can spark for them when they're in their current environment. Different things can come up for them, which would take them back into what they're dealing with right now. And we don't want that. We want their subconscious mind to be clear.
Interesting. So the invitation for them there is to, even if they're going to be around their home where they live, it's like a staycation that maybe they go to an Airbnb and they kind of unplug and they just totally focus on the work that they're doing with you.
Yes, that is correct.
Got it. Got it. Wow. And then after that, you said it's another 4 sessions of, yeah.
Follow up, just making sure, touching base. There is a healing process that they go through after it. Your body, mind, body, spirit is all connected. I talked about that a little bit in my bio. You mentioned that mind, body, and spirit is all connected. So when you heal the subconscious mind or work with the subconscious mind, there is a kind of a down period when you're healing that your body needs to rest. You almost feel like you have the flu. So because you've let go of a lot of negative things that your body has been holding on to.
Sure.
And when you release that, your body needs time to repress. And so your body will tell you, hey, I need to rest. And so it will do that. So about 3 to 5 days after the breakthrough, you will feel like you need to take a break. So
yeah.
So we'll meet about a week after just to see that you've made it through the healing process. You might need to call me in between to say, hey, what's going on? I thought I was going to feel better. I'm not feeling better right now. And you'll get through that. Once you get through that, you kind of have a high. So
Sure.
Because now you've released it, you've had your healing process, and now you feel really good. So then it's a reorganization of thoughts and processes, and your body's going through some different, and your mind's going through some different things. So we work through that over that 4 weeks.
And is it only in the 4 weeks that you kind of work on, say, transfer of learning, where it's going to be taking what the breakthrough was and employing it into their new life, if you will? Or is there a bit of pre-work that's done leading up to the breakthrough where it's kind of like, whenever we get to a point of what you're focusing on, this is what you will be encouraged to focus on afterwards? Is there like a lead in before the breakthrough, or is it all after?
There is a lead in, and that's what we're talking about when we talk about the homework, because we want them to dream and think about what they want ahead of time, so that they can look back on what that looks like.
Yep.
And it may shift and change as they go through the reorganization, but you really want them to think outside the box so they are excited about stepping outside of that comfort zone, whatever that is.
Yeah. Yep. Great. And so do you have any tools or resources or anything that you'd like to offer the viewers today?
Yeah. So they can always reach out to me. I don't have a full website yet, but they can reach me on www.link, which is linq.com/Joy Giblin. And then also I'm offering 1 free session to talk through what a breakthrough would look like. So, yeah.
Great. And how long is that session for? I assume it's online. And an hour long session, like a free consultation, if you will.
Correct.
Awesome. And so finally, any other things that you would like to add about any of this? And if not, do you have a favorite quote that has impacted you?
My favorite quote is, you get what you focus on. It's very powerful, right? Because if you're focusing on that which is good, you're going to get that which is good, right? And,
Yep.
and of course, it's, there's always going to be things that come up that are, not so positive, but if you focus on a positive outcome, you're going to have a positive outcome. If you just focus on the problem is just going to continue to pop up. So you get what you focus on. That's my favorite.
I love it. That's a great one. Mine's from Dr. Zeus. When something bad happens, you've got 3 choices. You can either let it define you, let it destroy you, or you can let it strengthen you.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard that one, I don't know, about a year ago, and it just totally resonated with me. And so now it's like, I don't know, I should probably have it as my bumper sticker or something.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, Joy, it's been a pleasure having you. I'm sure that many of our viewers got a ton out of this. And of course, your information's in all the promo stuff as well. But thanks for sharing your website here and just how you like to work with people. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you, Mark. Have a great day.
Wonderful. Thanks. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Co-parenting is a challenge under the best of circumstances. Even the most amicable split needs help to limit disruptions in children's lives. Our Family Wizard provides parents with organization and communication tools that encourage cooperative parenting. It assists family law professionals in supervising court orders, which reduces unwarranted contempt petitions and excessive litigation. Courts in all 50 states trust Our Family Wizard to help supervise and enforce their orders and to provide parents a positive path forward. Our Family Wizard, the blueprint for more amicable co-parenting.